Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energies, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. It takes you right to my book online page. All right, let's get to your reading. The overall energy of this reading is the Ace of Swords in reverse. First thing was lack of clarity. Feels like lack of clarity, deception, confusion. Wow, okay. What do we need to know about the lack of clarity? Four of Swords in reverse. Feels like you are healing, finishing healing from... Boy, there's a lot around this Ace of Swords. It feels like you were raised in an environment that was Ace of Swords in reverse. Deception, confusion. Also, it feels like it's kind of wrapped up in communication, deception, manipulation. And it looks like you're not interested, no longer interested in building, being in an environment where you have to be false, where you can't speak your mind, where deception rules. Feels like you don't want to communicate with people who are in this mode, in this deceptive kind of energy. It also feels like so many people have in your life been in this deceptive energy. It feels like you even incorporated and integrated some of this self-deception, not looking at red flags, not looking at difficulties when they arise. And it looks like you're tired of pretense, of pretending, of ignoring the truth. Feels like you are in this energy of taking action right now. Oh. Sorry. Okay. I did not see this coming. There's someone taking action towards you, someone coming in hot. This person is very fiery, very passionate, and this energy is coming in and helps you so you're not alone. It feels like you've gone through a lot to heal from this deceptive energy. It's very interesting that you're coming out of healing from deception, being around people who are deceptive, even recognizing where you've deceived yourself, where you haven't been willing to see the truth or communicate the truth. Delusion, illusion. And it looks like now that you've healed this person's coming in, and with the Ten of Cups, it feels like this brings so much happiness, so much love. Makes you feel very loved. I think you are looking, that's why you're very aware now that you've healed this deceptive type of energy. It feels like you're very sensitive to the truth. So it looks like there's something about this connection that is kind of testing, in a way, your truth meter, your clarity. It's whoever this is, they're very fiery. They keep coming at you with that desire, with passion. And what's interesting is you're meeting it like in your higher chakras, upper chakras, clarity, seeing, truth, communication, but they are coming in with this fiery, passionate energy, which is lower chakras, desire, passion. And so it's interesting. It feels like you're really trying to make sure that this is a good fit for you, because you don't want to fall into the same traps that you did in the past. Deception. Wow, very interesting. All right. The hidden blessing right now is the Two of Swords in reverse. It feels like you're guarded up here, feels like you're very much in your thinky thoughts and trying to figure things out and analyze, very much energy up here. This person comes in and it's a whole different chakra system that's lit up. And so it feels like you're trying to reconcile the two. And what's hidden is that it feels like you're not as confused as you once were. It feels like you are perceiving, instead of this or that thinking, maybe opening up to another way of thinking, a third option. Again, the Ace of Swords in reverse. All right, there's a hidden blessing in the Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, the past Ace of Swords in reverse, the deception in the past led you to abandoning yourself and feeling very rejected and abandoned. So there's that. Let's keep going. There's this energy of the past had to happen because you were in this deceptive energy, even self-deception, and then having people around you who are very deceptive as well, really led you into abandoning yourself and being abandoned and rejected. There's a lot of betrayal here. Feels like the past had to happen. You had to perceive and recognize that this is not your environment. You're lying to yourself. You're having to pretend this isn't your environment. It feels like that was a blessing because you were in the wrong environment with the wrong people. Wow. I get the feeling since at the very beginning of this reading, you're healing from that deceptive energy. You're coming out of healing from this deception, and that's when this person comes in. But bam. The blessing is that you needed to go through the betrayal. You had to see the reality of where you were so you would choose something else. And this energy coming in, this loving energy, not feeling alone, not feeling so betrayed and hurt and wounded. It feels like this person is coming in because of the healing that you've done. The blessing is that you were willing to acknowledge and see, oh, I don't like how I'm operating. I don't like how I'm showing up, and I don't like the people around me. Maybe they don't even like me. Maybe that's part of it. And so with that realization, with seeing things as they are and not how you prefer to be, then it feels like you've cut off or gone very low contact or no contact with people in your past who are deceptive, who you don't receive care from them. I think you've had like come to Jesus moments or moments in realization, and the hidden blessing is that this has leveled you up. You're now in this, instead of neediness and taking whatever and whoever is out there, instead realizing your own value and worth has shifted the game. It feels like it's hard to get into your energy because you value yourself, and you're not going to let just any Yahoo into your hoo-ha. Oh my gosh. So anyway, there's a level of my inner 12-year-old is just loving this. Okay, so wow, was not expecting this. And this is the second reading today where this fiery, passionate energy has come into the reading. So, wow. All right, what you're leaving behind is the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. Feels like you're leaving behind a way of being, a way of showing up in this world that's too small, too small for your soul to feel fulfilled. It feels like there's some type of archetype or a role, father, mother, husband, wife, some type of archetype that you've taken on, or several. Also maybe son, daughter. There's structures, and it feels like you explored these archetypes, but they're too small and too limited for who you want to be. And it feels like people have put these like limitations onto you that you're not allowed in this society, in this world. This is how you need to show up. And it feels like you're like, I think I'll pass. I think I'm gonna explore being me and see what shape that is. Not being restricted by society, religion, family, how you need to show up that has limited you. And instead, you're taking up space, making up your own rules for yourself. You're also leaving behind people who treat you like an option. Maybe the lack of respect was kind of married to this deception, and not wanting to see the truth of situations, not wanting to see the truth of people, because then you would really have to address it. You'd have to acknowledge it. You'd have to make changes. Really uncomfortable changes. All right, anything else? You're leaving behind very insecure people. People who do not know how to handle their emotions. It feels like a lot of insecurities. You might have even you might be leaving behind your own insecurities, your own instabilities as well. Boy, you're really moving on, or have already moved on. Wow. Emperor and Empress. You're leaving behind someone who feels that they are an authority over you. Someone who doesn't want to give you agency or independence. Feels like you gave yourself independence. I do not perceive you as an authority over me. Feels like there have been people who feel very entitled to your time, your energy, your mental labor, emotional labor, maybe spiritual labor. People who don't appreciate you, don't value you, but somehow feel very entitled to what you have. And you're leaving behind, it feels like focusing on loss, being very, very focused on, if you're leaving behind victim mentality. Feels like you're really taking your power back and deciding that story of you being a victim, it no longer serves you. Wow. All right. Moving on to how to get the most of this energy is death and rebirth. Scorpionic energy here. What do we need to know? What are the most important messages? Wow. Again, I'm getting this similar message to where we were at the beginning, that you have transformed, you're coming out of healing, you've really transformed yourself. And so it's not only are you attracting people, it's like coming out of this healing by clearing away your own deception, clearing away your own confusion, clearing out those clouds, lies, deceptions, being willing to see the truth, speak the truth, and integrate that and take action on what you are perceiving as your reality. Feels like you've transformed, and so now you're very attractive. Not only are you attracting romantic partners, possible romantic partners. For some of you, these partners might be a little younger than you're used to. That might just be for a few of you. And in this energy, it feels like you're also attracting your tribe, your people, friends who resonate, who there's like this ringing, this calling. It feels like you're on the same frequency. And it feels like friendships where you are celebrated and where you celebrate others. It feels like an achievement to really to get to this space. Because it feels like in the past you created environments that might have looked like you were being celebrated or looked a certain way, looked like you were happy because you were putting on a happy face. But it doesn't feel like you really experienced fulfillment and joy and being cared for and being loved, because it was kind of a pretense. It was a facade. And so you've done the work of clearing away the facade, and so now that you are more authentically yourself, people can find you, and can perceive you because you are showing up as yourself, not who you think people need you to be, but yourself. And it's attracting people. Anything else about how to get the most of this energy? Yet speak your truth. I'm also getting a message that that just because someone is for you for a few days, a few weeks, a few years, if their energy changes, if how they treat you changes, it's not about attaching to the person. It's resonance. It's realizing when people are in resonance with you and when they no longer are in resonant with, they're no longer resonant with your energy. And instead of needing them to stay, so attachment issues, allowing people to come and go, allowing people, not courting people, not attaching on, but it feels like being more confident in the energy of frequency, vibration, that whoever is for you in that moment will come, and when your frequencies are no longer similar, it's okay for people to leave your experience. So it feels like trusting and not operating under like, well, now you're mine and you can't leave. It feels like this is wonderful for as long as this is wonderful, and then, moving on. It feels like a different way of relating to your relationships. It feels like you've learned a lot from your past relationships, and so moving forward, it's like you're testing by getting back in with people, with possible lovers. So, wow. All right, what's supporting you is the Magician. Feels like you are manifesting right now, that this is what you've wanted, what you've asked for. Support, your tribe, your people, friends, and some schmexy time. Someone who can see you, who can hear you, so you don't feel alone, so you feel very loved and fulfilled. Wow. It does feel like there might be an age gap here, but it's beautiful. It feels like you have manifested this. This is what you've asked for, and you can perceive if this is what I've asked for. This is what I want. This is coming out from your unconscious. It feels like it's hard for you to perceive these energies coming towards you, because it feels like this is very new, because you've been operating with friends and lovers in the past who are more deceptive and more trying to sell you something and manipulate communication, instead of someone who's above board, who's honest, who's truthful. Feels like you're attracting people who are very honest and very truthful. Boy, wow. Tower. Magician, Moon, Tower. This feels like whatever beliefs or resistance to having what you want, it feels like you're getting what you want. You're getting a lot of what you've asked for in a very short period of time. And it feels like you're not used to this level of manifestation, this level of being able to pull out of your unconscious and create what you really want for yourself on a soul level. Maybe in the past, what you were creating for yourself was very limited to, it would look good, it would impress people, or there's something up here, whereas it feels very fulfilling on a full, complete soul level. And it's blowing your mind because in what you're leaving behind, you were leaving behind a story about yourself of maybe a victim. Maybe you've been in victim energy a lot in your life, and you can't, because of your willingness to change the story about yourself, it feels like you've been telling a new story to yourself and to others, but mostly here. And you've stepped into a very powerful position. Anything else about what's supporting you? Jeez. These are all major arcana. Magician, Moon, Tower, High Priestess, and the Hanged Man. These are all core issues. When I've got the major arcana, it's about your core. So what's supporting you is your energy. You're manifesting right now from your subconscious. It's mind-blowing. You've tapped into unlimited potential. High Priestess, you are very intuitive right now. And the message I'm getting is it doesn't feel like you have to do a lot. There's nothing that you need to do to make this happen. It's almost like what is the Hanged Man? It's like just enjoy this, savor this. This is delightful. This is what you've been working so hard on. So can you appreciate this? Can you enjoy what's coming towards you? What you've created for yourself? Can you really appreciate it? There's this savoring the moment. Savoring with your eyes something beautiful. Savoring tastes. Savoring how moments feel. This feels like really being in more your feminine energy, which was also in the Hidden Blessing. This is happening for you. This is what you've asked for. I feel just a being with what arises. Very feminine energy. Being, not doing. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, what to be mindful of is the Seven of Cups in reverse. I feel like a lot of you might be like, I don't see this person. I don't see this. I don't feel like I have any of these options around. And again, I'm getting there's nothing for you to do. There's nothing for you to work on. Interesting. It feels like there's something about your heart space. It feels like the healing that you've done has really helped you heal your heart. And it's something about the magnetic field that your healed heart, by allowing the woundedness to heal, to not blocking off your heart or hardening your heart, but allowing what you've gone through to make you softer, make you more gentle. It feels like you've been unwilling to shut down your heart space, especially. And so your healing of that heart space is just creating this energy around you. It's like a magnetic field. And so it feels like you are attracting these people. It doesn't feel, it doesn't feel like there's a lot that you have to do, but it does feel like people are coming in left and right. It does, I am getting younger again. This is because you've ended a cycle around, this has come up in a couple personal readings last week, where the energy of relationship, it creates a picture and definitions from your experience. And I've had a couple people who've come in for readings, and it's actually, they've got such a solid idea from their experiences of what relationship means. They want a connection, but they don't want that relationship. And so it looks like there's this willingness to let go of beliefs that this is what relationship means. Relationship means betrayal, hurt, deception, whatever stories you have about relationshiping. It feels like not all relationships need to be this way. And what has helped at least one person in a personal reading is, instead of calling it a relationship, let's call it a dance. By calling it a dance, you get to redefine, because you don't have a lot on dance of what that is, what type of partners you attract in dancing. And so what kind of dancing are you interested in? Maybe you've been doing solo dancing for a while and you're ready to invite a partner in. Do you want someone who can lead you, that you have no room to express yourself? Or are you looking for a dance partner who knows how to lead but also knows how to make you shine? That you improvise and you work together to give each other the support needed. Is it a fast dance? Is it a slow dance? Is it, do you want a lot of dance partners? Do you want your dance card filled and explore relationships that way? Explore dancing. It feels like you get this opportunity to redefine relationship and maybe call it something else, so you can communicate clearly with yourself and with others what you're interested in, what your boundaries are, what your limits, what your expectations, what you would like out of a relationship. And it feels like by doing this, creating a new relationship with relationship, that you're ending that old way of dancing. So, all right, I hope this is helpful. Very interesting. Feels like there's been a shift, big shift. So hope that's helpful. Can't wait to read the comments. Take care.